Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a story. There was once a girl who always chose the very last row in her lecture room. You know why? Not because the view was nice, not because the seat was comfortable, but because in the last row, she could disappear. She thought, if she sits here, the lecturer won't notice her. Her classmates won't hear her mistakes and she will be safe. But for her, it was safer to hide in silence than to risk making mistakes. But one day, something unusual happened. It was morning Monday. The lecturer asked, "Who would like to summarize today's material?" The whole class suddenly turned into a battlefield of silence. Heads bent down as were guided to notebooks, to pens, even to the shoes. Laptop screens becomes a shout just to avoid contact. Nobody dared to speak. And guess what? Her name suddenly called. I thought her heart was racing. It almost jumped out of her chest. Her palms were sweaty. Her legs were heavy. She seemed to want to say, "Sorry, I can't." But she wanted to sink into her chair and vanish. But instead, she stood up. Step by step, she walked into the front of the class. Her hands trembled as she held her notes. Her voice cracked in the first sentence. She stumbled over her words and her grammar slipped again and again. She was sure everyone could see the sweat dripping down her forehead, and everyone was longing inside. But then she noticed something. Her classmates were listening. Some nodded quickly, and one even smiled with encouragement. The lecturer, instead of frowning, gave a small approving nod. At that moment, she realized she didn't collapse, she didn't fail, she survived. That one small step, leaving the back seat and standing in front of, changed everything of her. That awkward, tiny walk to the front became a turning point. From that day on, she started raising her hand more often. She joined discussion. She tried competition that she never thought she can handle it. Even joined organization that she never imagined being part of. Each step was small. Each step was scary. But each step made her grow. And you know what's funny? The girl who once hid in the last row of her lecture room, the one who avoided eye contact, the one whose voice cracked when speaking, she is now standing here in front of you, telling you this story in English in a national competition. Because that girl is me. Oh, my name is Ulfi Ramanisa, and I'm student in English at Polytechnic Negeri Bandung. So, my friends, if there is one thing I have learned, is this: never underestimate a single step. It might look small, but it can open doors you never thought exist. Because sometimes one step to the front is the first step to endless growth. So, that's all. Thank you.